The hunt event, it was absolutely diabolical. I really liked the event, and I bet everybody else does too, because it was pretty cool. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna rate the best to the worst games, and I meant that by the worst games up to the best games. It's not gonna be like a tier list where it's randomly placed. I'm gonna do this in order, and I'm gonna explain why I place it there. This is basically based off of my opinion. There's no rules on going at it, and like how hard, well, like how hard was it? Um, how cool was it? How much effort was put into it? Like all of the like everything that I just how I thought about the event. So the event and the games. Well, not a lot of games were terrible. That's what I would say. Except there's only one game that I thought it was terrible, which is this game, and I bet everybody knows why this is terrible. It's because it was a bad game, and then one of the like developers or something came up and then said some really rude harassments, which, yeah, this game is just, it's terrible. It should not be in any more events unless they make it up, because, and I don't think they put that much effort into it. It's basically find goggles and hit people. Hit people that have the matching letters. You can hit somebody else. It was difficult. Well, I mean, difficult is not one of the bases. Yeah, it wasn't that, enjoyable. There wasn't that much enjoyment that was happening. Okay, so now we're going on to the mid tier, because that was the only game that was bad. And there's not a lot of games that were mid either. I would probably put, like, this is toughy. Okay, I'm gonna put Eat the World in mid, because basically I gotta go find an egg, and then, oh wait, there's that obby. Yeah, yeah, there's that obby. I'm probably gonna put one good. Dude, there's a lot of options here. I guess I'm gonna put you here, because he had to find letters and then beat a boss, and it was like, yeah, I didn't really like it too much, because they're just play the game. Just play the game. Like it had its own boss, like and that was the best part. Like, like I don't think any game was mid. That's what I would say. So I'm gonna move it to good. Okay. I have thoughtful feelings about this. I'm gonna put it in mid for now. Okay. Next one. Oh wait, clip it. Yeah, clip it. Clip it was kind of bad. Clip it. Clip it's going, right behind Blade League. So Blade League was better. Basketball Legends. I'll put you in front of Blade League. Clip it, and clip it was just go around, equip stuff, and then find gold stuff, and then scroll YouTube section. Basketball was basically defeat an AI and then defeat another AI once you defeat that AI to get the mega token, so just repeat it twice. That's all for that section, except maybe for one. Where is it? Maybe two. This one is going right there. I think that's the one where I had to not teleport, like you weren't allowed to teleport or something. I just didn't like it because you couldn't teleport, and basically had to go around the map to find numbers, and I did not like going around the map. It was kind of confusing, and I didn't enjoy it. And Pet Simulator is going to the top of mid, because this utterly confused everyone. And that was the point of this game. It just confused everyone. And that was the best part of it, because it's like 10 centimeters, like less than 10 centimeters in my brain for it to become a good, yeah. I, I feel like they didn't really do much. They put a pot in a room, and then it was annoying because you had to click all the clovers. Like, who wants to click all clovers? That's not cool. Okay, next up. Um, we're on the good, so now I can actually start ranking things fastly. Natural disaster is going in good. I like how they actually updated the game. And I like the new chamber, but I guess it was pretty. I guess some people didn't like it because it was utterly confusing. But all you gotta do is just read what the guy says, and he explodes. I kind of like the jokes, and I kind of like the map they put in there. But it was mostly play the game, but it was good. It was good. I enjoyed it because it's a good game. No biasness. It was a good event. Yeah. Um, I guess I'm putting Drive World right here. All you had to do was drive, and then you had to take a ball all the way to the other side of the map, and then the ball got super edgy, which was the most difficult part of it, and you had to find codes around the map, which was actually not that hard. But the ball was the way to get the codes, and then you get the mega token, but it was good. Either way, it was good, because there is also the racetracks. I feel like they put more attention towards the normal token to the mega token. Um, I guess I'll put a Dusty Trip here because I feel like they also put more attention towards the normal token. But I like the Field Trip Z collab. It's good. Like, I'm putting it in the good rank. Like, it's in the good tier because it was good. I like the Field Trip Z collab. I think that's Field Trip Z because I saw those zombies, and I guess you had to just drive technically and defeat the bosses. I like the boss fights though, so that's why it's in the good tier. Um, I'll put fish. I'll put fish up here. I'll put it here, right here next, behind Drive, a Dusty Trip, because I didn't because I feel like you just fish, and then well, they had like their own secret chamber and everything, and I really enjoyed that part where they actually and I saw that it was a good section where they actually put effort into it. Well, like I couldn't do any better, but I think those were new fishes, and you had to figure out the language, the musical language, to the vault door to get the token. I really enjoyed that part, although it was kind of annoying. I enjoyed it, but it was annoying. I think that's it. I think that's it now because Regretivator was a good part. It's one of my favorite games on Roblox, but that won't change my perspective. It was hype. I like going into different games and then trying to figure out the hints, and then and the best part is that there's a note for each game, which definitely saves some time. And I like the fact that they brought it was like cool. It was like it brought you excitement towards it, and you had to figure out the hints to find the floppies. So yeah. Uh, I think this one is Car Crushers. Car Crushers is going in great. I like how you had to switch between like all the different servers, and there were two secret maps I had to complete. Well, they weren't secret, but they were already in the game. But I think it was pretty much a good way. I think it should be in some events, not all of them, but like should be in the ones that it should just be in some events. But like this game represented its own game, and it represented the Roblox hunt because It had like they actually added like a secret vault or whatever it was in that game, that key towards that area. But it's on the bottom of right because it was glitchy, and all I had to do was just experience all zones of the of the zone 1 part, which makes me think I should put it like all the way down to mid, but I'm putting it in great. Putting it in great. Oh. Okay, now I should probably put eat the world in this part. I like the egg, but all I gotta do was just find the egg and then feed it. And I hate looking for the button, although I found it fast, but I was completely worried about the button. And then my favorite part was the obby. I really like the obby. This is what bumps it up to the great tier. And I guess I'll put egg girl, like, all the boys are like, oh, it's so, like, I don't want to do this because it's for girls, but, like, they actually added effort into their game. It's like they added, and they brought lore towards their own game while doing it, and while doing the hunt at the same time. Like, it was a good experience, and I like It Girl. Not the game, I like the It Girl event. Like, it was fun. Technically, and it gave us pretty good puzzles. Um, there's a couple games up here. Chained, I like Chained. It was a really long obby, and I think it was really cool. That's a lot. That's not really like it was not perfection. Like it had its cutscenes and everything, but they weren't like, oh my god. It wasn't like Untitled Tag Game cutscenes. It was more like just cutscenes where it's approaching something. It's like cutscenes where it's warning you about something, although all cutscenes kind of do that. It was just short-circuited cutscenes. I make no sense. Hell's Kitchen, I think Hell's Kitchen was pretty good. You gotta go back and forth, but I think I liked it. Because you constantly had to do multiple things, but that was a good portion of it, but I like that you actually they had like their secret vault, and then it was kind of funny at the end because it was unexpected for the mask guy to be the guy that won the Beef Wellington notes. Okay. All of these games, apart from one, I'll put World Zero up here because World Zero, I like, you went around the map, that was a cool, like, that was a good part, like, you actually had to explore the map. But the main part was that you had to do a secret boss fight, and they made their own map for the event, and the secret boss, they had 2 bosses. So it's so close to perfection, but these games kind of went above and beyond. Apart from Rivals is going right here because Rivals, like, it's like better than Eat the World because in Rivals you had to do multiple steps that led to a boss fight, and boss fights are the coolest part. In the steps, I guess the steps were fine. All right. Yeah, World Zero, pretty cool. Okay, now the perfection tier. There are multiple games that are perfection, and there are 3 games that really outstood it than these perfectionist games. Actually, there's 4. There's 4 of them. There's a couple. There's a couple. Okay, next I am putting Tower Defense Simulator right here. I think that this game was perfect. Like, I'm gonna say constant good things about this. It was outstanding because they made their own map, and you didn't have to grind the game constantly. They just gave you the units, so they just set you up, and then you had to find the letters, and you got the code, which I like scavenger hunts like that. And then the mega part was pretty cool too. Like I like how they made their own part that was secret in order to get the token. So yeah, I think it was pretty, I really liked it. Um Next I'm putting SpongeBob Tower Defense. As a first start to starting to find all the tokens, this part was just the way to bump the mega token excitement up. Like it was perfect for the start. Although I think there was one game that should have been the start, but this game was really good. This game was a perfect placement for the start, apart from the other game that I'm thinking about. Yeah, I really like this, and it's definitely very odd at the end part. Like, oh, this music is fire, but yeah, then that was good. The odd part was good because there's music, and then it actually gave you hints too. So yeah, good job, SpongeBob. Next I'm putting Bayside. I think Bayside. I think they went above and beyond too because you had to figure out the clues, and then it was pretty funny. And you had your own cutscene where you got to play Flappy Bird, and then when the Mega Hunt came, you had to do it with a principal chasing you, and then you destroyed the principal with the bombs. So I loved it. So as all the other Perfection games. Okay, next, I have Untitled Boxing Game. I think this game, it was really good. The game was really good because it gave us a new secret experience, and we played like there a secretive game where you had to match the colors, which was pretty sure a mini game, but it was cool. I really liked the steps towards it and their unique ability and what they created to increase their liking of the Hunt Mega Token. It was cool. I really liked it. Okay, I am putting Arsenal as my third ranking because Arsenal was really good because first you got to do the original part, which was a whole map, like a whole section for it, and like top 3 should be in all the events for now on. And the fact that they also followed their storyline from the normal hunt all the way back to the Hunt Mega Edition. And then you got into a Pokemon fight. And then there's also a secret boss fight in the Pokemon type of fight where you got to fight yourself. And then you got a secret ability. So it was really cool. And then you got the Mega Token. There should have been more, but I think they added enough. I think they added a lot more than I thought they were going to, but like it cut the storyline a little off. But it was super good, like 11 out of 10 type of thing. Next, I'm putting Pressure. Yeah, Pressure. They had their own map. They had their own enemies. They had their own like system, I would say, and it was good all around. Like you had to do constant movements, and you had to activate things quickly. And I think I think a lot of people are gonna put this in like terrible, bad, mid because it was hard. But that's the thing about Pressure. It's that it was hard because you had to do more in order to make it fun because it like showed what it like trained you. It constantly trained you. And Pressure had the secret thing with the secret monster, secret like mega token part, and the cutscene and like the animations for the final getting the token when you enter the vault. It was pretty cool. I really liked it, but not as good as Untitled Tag Game, which is going at the number 1 spot. Untitled Tag Game really just It had like it was a movie. This is what Kirkcraft said. It was like a movie, a playable movie. You're able to like there's multiple steps, there's multiple parts and steps, and it was extremely clever. And this is like one of the games I would replay over and over again, which I have replayed over and over again. And they're like secrets, I guess you could say secrets, and there are multiple uh, things that you had to do in order to get the mega token, and the cutscenes were super fire and super epic. So this game should be in every single one of Roblox events. Like this is what I think when I'm thinking of Roblox. This event from this game is number one. It was super cool. It was super fire. It was both epic and both give you that awesome feeling. Like there's nothing bad about it. So yeah, super good. This is my tier list. Have a good day.